Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. I'm doing pretty good because I'm happy. I got my first jab. I got the Pfizer one today. Didn't hurt at all going in, but now it's a little bit tender on my arm. But I'm one of these people that regularly walks into the corner of the door and it just feels like that really, so no problem. But I'm very pleased to have it done. Very nice. It's nice to be in a country where you're privileged enough to be able to get this vaccine already, because a ton of people around the world gagging for the vaccine can't get their fingers on one. So if you get the chance to get one, get it done. Anyway, today we've got a cool band to check out. These guys are super friends of the show. We've had them on a whole bunch of times. One of the bands we've had on the channel the most out of any of the bands. And because of that, I really feel a good friendship with these guys. And I'm really enjoying checking out each of their videos, because these are the kind of band that have got a lot of progression to go still before they're the perfect band. But they're doing that. They're heading down that road. Every time we check them out, they've stepped up. They've done something better. They've had issues with their videos, which I'm pretty sure they've sorted out in this one as well. No issues with that. They've made us a proper music video for this one as well, where we have had videos of them, kind of filmed in their bedroom and stuff like that. I don't mind those videos at all, though. I like seeing people in their bedroom doing the recording process and stuff like that, because that's the way I do it as well. But today they've made a proper music video for the thing as well. So this is a kind of band that stepping it up every time, and I just love to see that, and I love to witness it via the show as well. It's super dope. Very, very cool. The band in question is called Quantum Drop Love. They're a post-hardcore emo band. They've got elements of punk and stuff in them as well. Every track's slightly different, so you get a range of sounds with this band. The track they've got for us today is called Snakes Don't Hiss Anymore, with an official vid. Very, very cool. Let's check it out.
It's a long way to go. And when she sings,
Cool effect on the vocals.
does it make you happy? Play this never-ending symphony. I can't feel
Yeah, it's nice and loud. No issues with the video.
no matter how many times you shake your skin, you'll always be so
There we go. Yeah, cool vocal layering as well. There's a good few layers of vocal in this one. Just something they haven't done in their other tracks as well. Nice. Yeah, man, these guys have made me proud today, and I don't mean that in a patronizing way. I mean that because we're following these guys and seeing them step each time. And this time, man, they've stepped it up about 3 or 4 different ways from the last time we saw them. Super dope. Really great job, guys. The video was cool. It was high quality. It was well filmed. And, you know, they've done this all themselves as well. This is the kind of band that records and mixes themselves and does it all themselves. They're not a one-man band, but they're effectively working like a one-man band, doing it themselves. So I'm sure they've made that video themselves. And it was high quality. It looked cool. And it's something we haven't had from the band before. The mix was great in this one. It was loud. It had that great telly stringiness guitar tone in there, but it had a big dirty sound. Not sure what amps they used, but it kind of sounded like that orange amp sound to it, which works great with a single coil pickup because you get the high end stringiness and the jangliness come through, but it's got a big dirty fat low end to it as well. And the composition on this track was better than any of the other tracks that we've had before as well. Moved through the sections nicely and moved in, you know, it kind of had all the right moves to make a good song with a start, a middle and end and all of that stuff. I thought they did great. Oh, and to mention as well, the vocal in this one sat great in the mix compared to the other tracks that they've done from them. It had lots of vocal layering in there, had effects on the vocals, and it just made it sit in that sound very, very nicely. It was nice and balanced in there as well. My only pickup on this one, a nitpick on it, was I thought in terms of the mix, there was a lot of what I wasn't going to guess around a 500 hertz frequency, which is the kind of sound when you isolate it in the mix. And I think they could have maybe just done an EQ cut around that area on the master, or maybe it was in the guitars or the bass or something like that, to cut around the area just to cut a little bit of the muddiness out of that mix and add a tiny bit more clarity to it. Just a little dip around a 500 mark, I think would have just cleaned up the mix slightly to just take away a little bit of that muddiness. But man, that's just a tiny nitpick for these guys. And as I say, there's a few bands on the channel that like to make submissions, and because of that, we've checked them out a whole bunch of times, and they've been with the show a while now, like this band. And man, I'm really, really jazzed about this one because they've stepped it up so far. And if you would go back and look at the first time we checked them out, man, they've really stepped it up in the last year or so. So super dope, man. Really, really cool. I think it's super dope that you're doing that, guys. And next time we see you, you've set the bar higher now, guys. You know, every time you step up, it means that next time you've got to do another step up as well, but also keep all those cool things that you kept before. So next time we'll have to have a nice video, a nice mix, a nice master, and all the rest of it as well. So, you know, as you step up, you set a bigger challenge for yourself next time, but I'm sure these guys are going to rise to that challenge because they're just heading down that path in the right way. Very, very cool. Great way to end off the week. I love getting submissions from these kind of bands where we're seeing them evolve. And there's a few of these guys now who have got on board with the channel and have been making submissions for the last year or so. And we've really, really seen them evolve. I think it's so cool. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that today. Hope you've had a good week. We're going to kick off again with the grind tomorrow. We've got some cool bands lined up for next week, some real heavy stuff as well. So yeah, hope you're having a good one, guys. We'll see you around. Bye.